Gritty Urban Saga, and welcome to a very special event here. I get to talk about one of my favorite villains from the Marvel Universe, a guy by the name of Omega Red. So happy about this. I'd also like to thank one of my viewers, a guy by the name of Sean Hinton. He's been a big inspiration in making this video, and it's been a long time coming, so we're going to get right into it here. Now, Omega Red, he first appeared in X-Men number 4. Now, I know that sounds like a long time ago, but there are several iterations of the X-Men comics. This one actually happened in January of 1992, and he was created by a guy named Jim Lee. Yes, the legendary Jim Lee created this character himself, so that's the first good thing he has going for him. The second, third, fourth, and on things he has going for him are that he has superhuman strength, he has stamina, speed, agility, durability, he has reflexes. He also has the ability to secrete these pheromones from his body called death spores. Now the death spores, I know it sounds pretty nerdy here, but death spores basically will kill an average human being just by being around him when he secretes these things. So if you're thinking of stepping to Omega Red, you're probably dead before he even has to lay a finger on you. Only enhanced humans, mutants of certain kinds, can even be within his area without dying just automatically. So that's really cool. Big name mutants like Wolverine even have trouble with him, and I'm going to show you that right here.
I thought you might need some help.
Mutant, surrender, or this one is finished.
Ilyana!
No!
Stinking octopus, just like last time.
Wolverine.
I heard some fools thawed you out, so I'm here to put you back on ice.
Let me reintroduce you to my coils.
Ilyana!
Who saved me?
You are weaker than ever.
So as you can see, he took out Wolverine and he took out Colossus within basically the same breath. He's definitely an underutilized villain in the Marvel Universe, I feel, and I'm going to touch on a little bit of his origins here. Now, his name is Arkady Rossovich. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right, but I'm not from Russia, so somebody will have to help me with that. But that's his name. He has two separate origins. His first origin is that he was a serial killer in Russia. He was captured by an Interpol agent by the name of Sean Cassidy. Sean Cassidy also goes by the name of Banshee. Now, yeah, the same Banshee that you saw in First Class, this guy. I know it doesn't look like he could really handle Omega Red, but hey, it was before he was Omega Red, okay? Now, he handed them over to the KGB, and they decided they wanted to try to create their own Captain America, basically, in Russia, and the outcome of that was Omega Red. Now, that's his first origin. That's the one that they didn't really stick to too much. His second origin, and the one that they really do stick to, is the one where he was a serial killer, once again, in Russia. That's the reoccurring theme here, but he was found to be a serial killer because he was killing people in such a small village they could figure out who the killer was, and his own soldiers executed him by shooting him in the head, but he survived the execution. Which kind of made him stick out. They were like, whoa, this guy, he survived a shot to the head? All right, well, let's put him in the super soldier program. So they hooked him up and they put this Carbonadium, that's what it's called. Carbonadium is what his tentacles are made out of. They implanted these tentacles in him, and they also gave him Carbonadium armor. That's what he's wearing in most of the iterations that you see of him. Now, this Carbonadium poisoned his body. So he's looking for the Carbonadium synthesizer. It's this thing that he has been told that Wolverine stole along with a guy named Maverick and also along with Sabretooth during their final mission together as Team X. So he really hates Wolverine with a passion, and he's after him because this Carbonadium synthesizer will actually make it so he doesn't have to continue to drain people's bodies. That's one of the parts that I've left out so far, is that the reason that he has these tentacles and he can wrap them around people and kind of suck the energy out of them is because it heals him a little bit. It actually keeps him from being completely poisoned by the metal that the KGB and all these guys have put in his body. Once he gets the synthesizer, then he will be completely healed and be able to go on with his life. But until then, he's kind of like a vampire. He has to suck the life force out of people just to keep himself alive. So that's what I kind of wanted to tell you about this guy. He actually recently, I don't want to say super recently, but he got killed by Wolverine recently. Wolverine stabbed him in the heart with the Muramasa. He stabbed him in the heart with a samurai sword and literally killed him. So as of right now, as far as I know, I haven't read a lot more of the comic books, but as of right now, this character is dead. Sorry to tell you, but I'm sure, you know, it's comic books, so who stays dead in comic books, especially good characters that are created by Jim Lee? I can't really tell you who stayed dead in comics lately. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. Let me know if you have any further knowledge on him or of his recent escapades, because like I said, I haven't had a chance to really read into the more recent iterations of the comic book to see what Omega Red's up to. So if you know, let me know. Also, if this helped you out, if this gave you some insight into the character that you didn't already know about, drop me a subscribe, drop a like on this video, and once again, thank you, Sean, for giving me the inspiration to make this video. I definitely loved, you know, doing the research, looking back, having the memories of him, and also putting together the video here. So thank you guys. Gritty Urban Saga.